all these Pokemon cards going up in value, I gotta check on my rare ones and see if I got anything good. Well, I kind of forgot I had a couple of base set Charizards. Let's see, I know these guys are rare, but what are they actually going for? Okay, let's see here. Base set Charizard. Value. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Alright, what's this? This Pokemon card just sold for... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've got to get these graded.
Breaking news! A new episode of Let's Be Frank starting now!
Hello all! Aaron, this past week, sent me an article on CNN that talked about a base set Charizard selling for over $400,000. Let me tell you, that put my butt in gear. I said, look, I know I've got a couple of base set Charizards. I know I have a bunch of old cards. I have some new cards like the full art rainbow GXs that are worth some stuff. I'm gonna start figuring out what my Pokemon cards are worth. And at the exact same time this is happening, a coworker of mine gets back into Pokemon cards, and he's talking about buying like a whole like box of 30 packs of cards and just opening them and pulling out as many rare cards as he can, and as soon as he finds one, he immediately Googles the price of how much it'll sell for. All these things around me are just telling me to look back at my Pokemon cards. Not the ones that I have in decks, but the ones that, you can't see them because of the box, but the ones that I have in my portfolio over here. I think I showed you guys just how many Pokemon cards I have in the first Pokemon video I made. But good lord, I am on a kick right now figuring out the value of these cards, and I want to share that with you guys. Maybe help you guys kind of understand a bit about how the Pokemon cards work. Alright, so let's start with the old stuff. Shout out to Katrina for letting me use her phone while mine is recording. So before we get into like values and whatnot, I gotta tell you one thing. My cards here are not shadowless. Now, I'm sure a lot of you don't know what that means. I didn't know what it meant like 3 days ago. So let me briefly explain. Here. Alright, so all Pokemon on Pokemon cards are surrounded by this box, unless of course it's a full art or something. The point is, mainly they're all contained within a box. Now, this box, as you can see, kind of has a shadow going along that edge there, and around the whole thing, but it's most prevalent on this edge. Now, the original, highly valued cards are the ones that are shadowless. There's no shadow around the box. Besides that, the base sets that's been selling for like hundreds of thousands, and the ones I have that sell for a lot, but not as much, the only difference between the two is that shadow. Isn't that crazy? I love collecting, as you can clearly see by my room, but I don't think I would ever pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to have a card that I could get for a lot cheaper just because there isn't a shadow there. But I digress. So, if I just do a very simple Google search, I just search shadowed base set Charizard. Let's see what people are currently trying to sell these Charizards for. By the way, all of these that we're going to be looking at are graded, because if they're not graded, the price is completely arbitrary and means nothing. So if I were to get this card graded, both of them, but I only have the one up right now, and let's say it has a grade of 10, the best grade you can get. Well, this person is trying, from PWCC Marketplace, is trying to sell their card for $15,000. I mean, for a grade of 10, that's pretty good. Sure, it's no 400,000 like we saw earlier, but for a shadowed Charizard, $15,000 is a lot, but somebody's probably willing to pay it. If you go a grade lower on PWCC Marketplace for a 9 graded Charizard, somebody here is trying to sell it for $2,200. There it is. That's a much more reasonable number. Something more I was expecting to find for a shadowed Charizard. So there is definitely money here for these shadowed cards. Obviously, Charizard is... Well, we've talked about this before. I think Charizard's a bit of an overrated Pokemon, but good lord, he sells. So, the Venusaur and the Dark Blastoise I have here probably aren't going to sell for as much as the Charizard, but let's find out. Alright, now looking up Venusaur on price charting. An ungraded Venusaur Shadowed goes for about $37. I can definitely get more for that though. Say my Venusaur is grade 8, $184. Not bad. Grade of 9.5, we have $405, and a PSA grade of 10 for $2,200. Now that's best case scenario. I don't think, I mean it could be a 9 or a 10, maybe. I don't know, it's got some of those light scratches you don't see unless you put it in the light, so I wouldn't hope for much. But let's see about Dark Blastoise. And I'm seeing some less results for Dark Blastoise, but definitely some good numbers. StockX has got him selling for $514, and another one for $574. Good money to be made with Dark Blastoise, but I honestly am having a little bit of a harder time finding stuff for him. But I don't just have value in older cards. I have this whole book full of a bunch of full arts, full art rainbows, and just tons and tons of GXs, EXs, Megas. You probably couldn't see anything because the book was like this. The point is, I've got a lot of stuff in this book. Particularly particle acceleration. I'm particularly concerned with these full art rainbows, because I know these can sell for a decent amount. So let's figure out just how much they'd sell for. Well, the Pokemon on the rainbow full art card definitely makes a difference. I'm seeing Raichu selling for anywhere from the, low to mid hundreds. This one here is selling for $165, which is still nothing to sneeze at for a card I got out of a pack that cost me like, what, $4 and change? Not bad at all. Let's check on Persian. Well, this is why you gotta check things, because sometimes you could be wrong. Rainbow Full Art Persian isn't worth as much as I would have hoped. A PSA of 10 can probably score you $57. I mean, like I just mentioned with Raichu, still pretty good as I'm making my money back by like a factor of 5. But at the same time, I'm always kind of hoping for the hundreds. There's just a couple more cards we should check on real quick though. Mewtwo is another very popular, slightly overrated, no I'm kidding, Pokemon. But, maybe it's a little overrated. But, I happen to have a few full art Mewtwo cards. And this one, a full art Mewtwo GX, the one of him in the test tube container. Some people are selling it from anywhere from $94, I'm seeing $79, I'm seeing $80. Mewtwo Full Art GX could score me some good cash, but nothing like how these guys can. Alright, one more card. Let's look at one more card before I let you go today. Last but not least, I wanted to see what the first full art card I ever had was going to sell for, and that is Plasma Lugia EX. And I'm getting some contradicting information here. Troll and Toad, somebody's selling it on there for $99.99, good price. But then on TCGplayer.com, I'm seeing $49.75. So on the high end, not too bad. On the low end, I'm also seeing like, actually, is that not too bad? $74.99, $80. It's just kind of staying in that general vicinity. But guys, that does not even scratch the surface. Like I said earlier, I have got so many EXs, GXs, Vs, Megas, Full Arts, Rainbows, and the likes. And honestly, probably a lot more base sets than I really thought I did. I've got to really check back through all these books here and see just how many old cards I have, because those are the true gold mines. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for taking an interest in these cards. You know, I've been so focused on the video games lately of Pokemon that sometimes I forget how much I enjoy the card game and the collecting aspect of it. If you guys enjoy that too, leave a like on the video. Comment down below your most rare Pokemon card. Let's see if you have anything rarer than a couple base set Charizards. Follow my Instagram and Facebook, Let's Be Frank 2020, and follow my TikTok at Let's Be Frank TikTok. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time!